Hi. Hello. I feel like a naughty school kid that hasn't been turning up to school and then just randomly turns up. It's been a minute. Where have I been? Probably just traumatized. No. Yeah, kind of actually a lot. What you're all really here for is the tea. On what the fuck happened when I went and got hypnotized to stop vaping. I'm not very good at doing two things at once either, so if I just stop doing my makeup midway through, it's because I can't focus on the story that I'm trying to tell and where we're up to in the story while doing my makeup. But we'll get to that when and if that happens. Vaping, quick rundown. I wanted to stop vaping, so I booked in to see a hypnosis. The video call is on this account, okay? And it was sketchy, not good. Scary. Everyone was like, Danielle, do not go. Make sure you take safety measures if you do decide to go. It seems really sketchy, and I was just like, I overthought it, and I spoke to Nathan about it, and he was like, yeah, no, it seems sketchy, but you'll be fine, because otherwise there'll be reviews that it's bad, right? So I've been hypnotized before. I just want to preface that I have been hypnotized by a professional hypnosis person. I get there, this guy's in a t-shirt and pants and not very professional. The last guy that I went and saw was full, not a full suit, but suit pants and a nice button-up shirt. Anyway, so this guy, total opposite. And I was like, just, it's fine. Give it a chance. We go up, so it's down this arcade, and we go up the stairs, and then there's just rows of rooms, and it's out of movie scenes when you see a tumbleweed, ghost town, right? Ghost town upstairs. So I'm like, oh, I don't know how this is going to go. Anyway, I walk in. I'm not going to remember every detail because I'm the sort of person that when I get trauma, I block it out of my brain. Gone. I don't think about it. I can't tell you one thing about my childhood. Well, I can, but not a lot. You know how people can just tell you everything about their childhood? Not me. Anyway, so I block things out. That's probably what's happened here as well. So we go into his room, and I wish I could paint this picture for you. Let me try. It's probably 2 meters by 2 meters max. No windows. It was dingy, old, it was cluttered, it was not a clean professional space. There was a TV on the wall with huge strobe lights, big round disco lights, nightclub lights, just around the TV, and then a massage chair, a leather massage chair. I'm not going to be able to get my makeup done, but we're going to try, okay? It's not funny, but it is because I'm alive and I'm okay. It's not funny, but I'm going to laugh. Okay, so we walk in and he shuts the door behind him and puts a weight behind the door. Instantly should have ran. However, as a female, I am programmed to just switch off and yes sir, no sir, get through the experience alive. Do you know what I mean? I was at that point, I was yeah, I've fucked up, and I had been in there for about 3 seconds. He walks over to his not very far, about 3 steps to his area, and he goes, here. It's not funny. He goes, here, have put these socks on. I don't think these socks have ever been washed. Okay? I'm surprised I didn't get tinea, which I didn't. But these socks have never been washed. And I could literally bet my life that these socks have never been washed. So I put these socks on, and he goes, take a seat in the massage chairs. Now, you know the massage chairs that they sell in the shopping centre? That's what it is, okay? It's one of those massage chairs in the shopping centres that they sell. And, you're, kind of restrained in them because, there's, you've put your legs in. I sit down in this chair, and he asked for, to put my phone and my belongings down, and they were they're not near me, so I had to put all of my stuff down. He said to turn off my phone, which I didn't. I just put it on silent. And I sat there and I was like, you've just got to get through this. Like, you've come too far. 5 seconds in, you've come too far. You've just got to, yes sir, no sir, and get through this, okay? Laugh at his jokes. So for the next 2 hours straight, 2 hours, okay? I'm not over exaggerating. It was 2 hours. He sat there talking to me about just random shit, just random irrelevant shit for 2 hours straight. I could not get a word in. When I would try to talk, it would be shut down completely, and he was talking. Elf Power Grip Primer. Make a lot of comments about like I don't know. It was like I had definitely got in my head, don't get me wrong. I got in my own head, and like, was it as bad as what it seems? I'm not sure. But that's how I felt in the situation. Like, I was so uncomfortable, and he kept calling me beautiful, and I hate that. Like, you're about a 50-year-old man and I'm a 30-year-old woman who's by myself. Like, I don't know, and we're in a room together alone and you keep calling me beautiful, and like, that's uncomfortable for me. We just really don't need to call each other pet names. I made sure that I had said like, my partner's coming to pick me up from here at 5, so that way he knew. Maybelline Fit Me Matte Flawless. Matt Paulus. He said, what's your favorite number? And I said 7, because number 7 is my favorite number. And he said, what would you think if I told you my favorite number was 69? So as a terrified woman, I just kind of laughed it off. And then he said, now I know where your mind went. And I kind of started again and laughed because I'm so uncomfortable, but like, I can't get out of this room without getting my belongings and moving away from the door and sprinting down a hallway, down these stairs, and like legging it. But that's all I could think about in that moment, was like, in this entire moment, was just get out. Like, I'm terrified to say that's fucking inappropriate. I'm not comfortable because I'm locked in this room with a man. And then what? No one would hear me. Like, I didn't want to get him angry. Like, because what's scarier than a man that's inappropriate? An angry, inappropriate man, right? And then he said, he goes, but 69, that is the best position. Like, I'm sorry? What do you mean that's the best position? And then I kind of just went silent because I was like, I can't do this, because I was already uncomfortable. And then it was like, why are we even talking about this? Like, I'm here to be hypnotized. So he asked me what I did for work, and I said, like, I do influencing, blah, blah, blah. And like, stupid me gave him my handles. So I'm hoping he's not watching this, because the reason I kind of haven't really spoken about it is also because he has my home address when I had to fill out all of the paperwork. And like, he knows, because when we were talking for 2 hours straight, he knows I stay at home with my daughter, that my partner works. Anyway, we were talking about what I do for work, and he was like, you know, it must be so easy for a woman though. All you've got to do is put on something sexy and stand in front of a camera. Yeah, the silence was loud. And I kind of just like agreed with it just to get through this moment. Like, I was pretty much terrified. So I just needed to smile and wave. And while I'm sitting in this chair and he's yapping for 2 hours about his life and all of these things, I'm just thinking, like, I'm never going to get out of here. This is how I'm going to die. Like, I'm an anxious overthinker as it is. So I'm literally so fucking stressed. I'm thinking, this is it. This is actually how I'm going to fucking die. And no one is ever going to see me again. And my daughter, you know, all this for fucking vaping. Like, Elf Camo Liquid Blush in the shade Peach Perfect. It's time to be hypnotized. We've sat there for 2 hours while we filled out this paperwork on why I want to become a non-vapor. I remember the last time I was hypnotized, I had done a lot of research into like what happens if you don't want to be hypnotized, and you're hypnotized and you're being made to do uncomfortable things and your things you don't want to be doing and all of that sort of stuff. So I had already like done a fair bit of research into that. And I remember that they said that like you can prevent yourself from being hypnotized if you aren't comfortable in that situation, and you can pull yourself out of that subconscious state into being conscious again. Anyway, so I knew that the next hour I needed to focus on not being hypnotized because I was terrified. So the next part was watching a fucking DVD. Okay, he puts a DVD on. I have to put these headphones on. The massage chair is going. I put these headphones on and it's playing a video for non-smokers, not non-vapors, literally becoming a non-smoker. So it was all about cigarettes, and like, you know, like ash, like, you know what I mean? Like cigarettes and like what cigarettes do to you as opposed to like vapes. There was nothing mentioned about vapes. So this video goes for half an hour, okay? And I'm just sitting there for half an hour and he's sitting next to me, okay? He's sitting next to me and he's at his little desk, like a little desk part with his little iPad. Laura Mercier setting powder. And this video is quite literally a slideshow made on PowerPoint with clip art images, and the images still had their copyright over the top. So you know when you download an image and you don't have the rights to the image, and the image quite literally has like the name of the company, like kind of like grayscaled, but like a little bit translucent over the image. That's what it was. That's quite literally what it was. It was like stolen images that they hadn't even, anyway. It went on for half an hour and I had to sit there watching it. And while it was on, he was just sitting there writing things down, walking around his like meter fucking by 2 meter space, like just like kind of pacing. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? And I'm like sitting there. I'm so scared at this point. Like it was a whole heap of things that had led me to feel this way. Like I didn't just randomly feel uncomfortable. Like I was so uncomfortable. And it's like 4:30 in the afternoon now. Like if I thought it was a ghost town when I went up earlier, it's definitely a fucking ghost town now. Like on a Friday afternoon. Anyway, I'm fucking terrified. And I'm sitting in this chair crying. Literal tears. I'm like wiping off my face, making it look like I had an itchy eye or something. Like I am so fucking petrified. Like I definitely got in my own head and was making the situation so much worse than what it needed to be. It was probably just an old man that liked to fucking comment on people's appearances and make inappropriate sexist fucking comments about women, and then also fucking making comments about sex positions. Like, it's funny. Like, that's funny shit to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, it probably was a lot harmless than what I made it out to be. However, like in my head. However, like, I don't know. I don't also know if I'm just like gaslighting myself in this situation to make it out like it wasn't that bad. Do you know what I mean? Like, am I gaslighting myself, or was it actually that fucking bad? For me to feel that way, because like I've been through a lot in life and like not much really phases me, which is why I wasn't really too worried and looking at fucking the warning signs too much. But anyway, it's time for a toilet break and I just want to get out of there. I said, I don't need to go to the toilet. I'm okay, thanks. And then I said, how long is it going to take? Like, how long is this actually going to take? Because I said I need to get home to my daughter, and he said to me, it felt like it was very resistant. What, I don't know what the word is. It felt like he was really pulling. Like when I questioned how much longer is this going to be, it really felt as if, like, how dare I question that? Like he was like, I've already told you it was going to be a 3-hour session. like, you've still got half an hour left. And I was like, yeah, I've just really got to get going. I just want to make sure we're running on time. Like, I felt like asking him, like, pissed him off. So I was like, oh my fucking God. Anyway, now it's time for the hypnosis, okay? So I'd watched the slide. I've listened to him talk for 2 hours, making sexist comments, all of the rest, making me feel so uncomfortable. I watched a clip art fucking slideshow for 3 hours with this voice over the, for half an hour with this voice in my head, like on repeat, being like, it was so monotone. Like, it was just like, you will be a non-smoker after today. You will never want to smoke again. Like, it was quite literally so fucked. He put the next part of the video on, and because it was all done by DVD, he wasn't hypnotizing me. He stood there. So I had my headphones on. I'm sitting on a chair. He stood over me, and he put his headphones on and picked up a microphone and was like, okay, now it's time for you to be hypnotized. I need you to close your eyes. Which I know, like, I had to close my eyes the last time I was hypnotized. But, like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm already terrified. I'm already crying. I'm shaking. I'm like, I'm never going to see my daughter again. Like, Nathan's going to be a solo parent for the rest of his life because he would not. Over my dead body will that man find another fucking mother for my child. Anyway, that's irrelevant. Anyway. Nas orgasm. You just need to get through this last half an hour. There was no way in this fucking world that I was going to close my eyes. No way. I was not closing my eyes. You could not pay me to fucking close my eyes. This comes over the headphone. And so he's pretending to talk into the microphone at this point to hypnotize me. It wasn't him because I had my eyes fucking open, okay? He was not talking into the microphone. It was the exact same voice as well as the bloke that was talking in the fucking first video. And it was just like, I need you to close your eyes on 3, 2, 1. Okay, on the count of 10, you're going to fall deeper and deeper and blah, 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 like that bullshit, okay? And maybe it works for some people to be hypnotized like that, but you're not going to fucking pull the wool over my eyes. And plus, I'm here for my safety right now, and I need to, if something's going to happen to me, I need to see it coming. I'm not going to be in the dark with fucking closing my eyes and just like, maybe I'm about to get fucking knocked out. Yeah, okay, not going to happen with my eyes closed. I want to see it coming. So I'm laying there in this massage chair, and when it tells you to close your eyes, I'm like this the whole time, okay? My eyes are not closed. I'm pretending to close my eyes. If anyone looked at me, you would know my fucking eyes were wide open. Like, I was like, I could see everything in this room, and I was focusing on not being hypnotized. Like, I was like, I will not fall into a state of hypnosis. I do not want to be hypnotized. Like, that's all I was repeating in my head. I am picking at my skin. Like, I had sores on my hands for weeks after this. Like, I'm digging into my fingers because I'm so fucking scared. I'm gritting my teeth. There's tears running down my face. Like, it was terrifying, and that's all I could think about while that was happening. And I was falling into a deep state of hypnosis. These fucking strobe lights turn on, and there's like these fucking round like nightclub lights that were like RGB, like red, green, and fucking blue, and they're just flashing all these different lights at my fucking face, so it's hard for me to try and see as well, and the lights are off. 30 minutes is up. It actually goes really quickly, so thank God. That was the only part of the day that went really quickly. The other time it felt like I was in there for hours. Like, well, I was, but like literally in there for like 6 hours, man. Anyway, so it went really quickly, and thank fuck. Afterwards he was like, you did, like, when it turned off, he was like, you did so well. I could tell you were falling asleep at one point, like you were so deep in a hypnosis. I wasn't, just to be clear. You're going to be a non-vapor after all of this. Mind you, nothing in the hypnosis part was about vaping. It was all about smoking cigarettes. So, and I'm not interested in cigarettes. Like, I've never, anyway. So apparently I'd done so well, and like, this was it. Like, I'm now a non-smoker. He gave me, and I chucked it all out because I was so traumatized by it all. I chucked it out, but he gave me a DVD. He said, you have to watch this every day. who the fuck owns a DVD player? I had to fill out a form at the beginning and it had been written all over. Like, if there was not a white bit of space on this fucking piece of paper. Did I throw it out? Man, I wish I didn't throw it out now that I'm telling this story. But I just wanted that bad juju out of my house. Like, anyway, there was not... Front and back was just written all around the sides. Everywhere was completely covered in handwriting about being a non-vapor, right? And we were like walking down the stairs and he was like, congratulations on being a non-vapor. You know, like still calling me beautiful and stuff. And I just got down those stairs and I fucking walked to my car at the fastest pace you could possibly walk. Like fucking zoomed to me car, got in my car and just started bawling my eyes out. I think I couldn't stop thinking about it. I couldn't believe that I had got myself into this position. And I was like, how fucking stupid am I to be in this position because of vaping? Like, I could have died, or even worse, been assaulted. So when Nathan got home from work, I said, give me your fucking vape. And I had a vape. And that was the last time I had a vape. Yeah, that was the last time I had a vape. And I quit. I decided to quit. I said that, like, I'm just going to have to fucking do it on my own. Like, I'm not... Because I had paid $300 for this. Like... I was like, I can't, and I was already struggling financially at that point. So I was like, there is no way that I'm going to be paying again to be hypnotized. But I should have known when it was only $300 that it was too good to be true, because hypnosis is quite fucking expensive. So I don't know. Was it that traumatic? I'm not sure. Did I block more things out? Probably. So fucking next time I'm doing something sketchy, remind me of this. And you guys are all trying to warn me like you did in that fucking video. Like, look at the comments on that video. Everyone warned me. Everyone said red flag, do not go. But like, I should have looked into it. Like, it is my fault. I should have looked into it. I should have to see if he had like certificates of hypnosis and things like that, because he definitely didn't. He did like a course and got like a DVD. And now he just plays the DVD to people and makes money that way. So terrifying, guys, terrifying. What the fuck was I thinking?